Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Redneck Ways. How you all doing today? I hope everybody said fine and dandy. I'm not doing too awful bad here in Oak, Kentucky. It is Tuesday, and it's around, I think, 6 o'clock. Close to 6 anyway. Just got off my work shift and ready to settle down and take it easy and get ready to eat dinner here in a little while. But I thought I would come out here and show you guys what I'm tinkering on. Well, you've already saw it. It's this old Philco here. This old 1930s Philco. Kind of get a good look at her. I noticed last night. Let me sit down here, guys, so I can take a load off for a minute. I noticed a piece of plastic here was broke. I guess that's Bakelot. I don't think they had plastic in the 30s. I don't know. But little chip corner there. And then this little shield here, it's got some wear and tear, which I don't think there's much I could do about it. I mean, I could probably try to, but I think I'm just going to leave it alone. This little brass strip here, we can probably clean that, make that look better. You could just see the years of people turning this thing on and off. This is the tuning, and this is treble, and this one actually has a bass. It's the first old radio I've had that has a bass option, and then that's the volume. So volume, bass, treble, and that's the tuning. So now excuse me. I'm not for sure when FM radio came around, but this radio does have FM. So, but we're gonna have to definitely do some work on the cabinet. I'm just going to use some of this Howard's here. This is golden oak, and I think it'll match pretty good. We'll do a little spot and see what it does. I've got a walnut over here. It's a little darker, this area. So we'll just have to test it out. So we're going to definitely have to do some cleaning on it. Inside of it is really nasty. This grill cloth, it looks like a little old lady went into her bedroom and cut off a piece of her nightgown and put in for the grill cloth. So that's the cabinet. I can show you inside too. It's just filthy. We're going to have to put a dust mask on and really get after it inside here. Let me turn it around, show you the speaker and everything. Let's see how nasty it is in there. It's going to take a little cleaning. So I'll take the speaker out and stuff. There's a little bit of about the radio. And I think it's the only sticker. There's the tubes. So I made a video other day, guys, and there's a few of y'all. Feels like there's, I don't know what that is. I don't know if that'll come off or not. It's like, I don't know what that is. Probably something disgusting. Probably have to take it and just wet sand it. We'll come to that when we get to it. But what I was saying, I made a small video the other day, and there was about 6 or 7 of you guys that watched it, and I just went ahead and deleted it because I was complaining. I was complaining about not being able to get schematics and all kinds of stuff, and I had this one stacked up on top of the let me bring y'all around here, not get your motion sickness. I had it stacked up on the old rainbow there, and I was like, I'm done with them. I'm junking them, I'm taking the tubes out, storing them. I was upset that night, but I got it back out. I mean, I'll pause it, guys, and I'll flip back around here. But yesterday it was my day off. Well, not yesterday, but Sunday was my day off, and I did a little more work. And then yesterday evening I did a little bit more. So I think we're coming down a good line here, and I'm going to have good results. For the ones that didn't see that video, I did get the tube. Here's the tube that came in. It came in a few days ago, and it's a 41. It's I got an X on this one. This is the bad one. It's an old 41 tube. So we do have that. So I'll show you. I had changed the ultraletics in this. Now I have a question to you guys out there that do this a lot, and you know all your ins and outs on these old radios. I had to change the ultraletics, and this is the ones I changed. All three of these were bad. Now I didn't have dry cells, but I put wet cell. I put just regular wet ultraletics. That's my question. Is that okay to switch these out from dry to a wet ultraletic? So that's what I did. One of you guys can let me know. But when I got the tube in, I went and I plugged it in, and I was getting a short. So that really aggravated me, because for the ones that watch my other videos, you all know that that's what I was having problems with the Westinghouse. I had that short, and I could not get figured out. So y'all probably know how I feel if I started working on another radio and I end up with the same exact problem, which this one was worse. This one was getting really, really hot, really quick. So luckily, with the dim light bulb and everything, luckily I didn't, I believe it saved my tubes. I really do. But what came to find out to be was an old wire, and I don't know if I still have it laying here. I may have tossed it already. I thought I laid it over here to show you guys. No, but anyway, it was an old wire, and it was just crumbly. So I changed it out. I changed that out with this wire here. It's pretty good wire. It's good coarse wire. It's only one strand, but it's good and thick. So I changed it out with that, and then I fired it back up, and that took care of excuse me, took care of our short. So I figured, okay, that was great. So I was really happy. Even then, I didn't know the radio was going to play or not, but I was happy. I got the short done. That was fixed. So I fired up the signal tracer after that, and I was trying to chase down a signal and try to pick up a station, and I wasn't able to. And I was getting juice off this. This hooks into the speaker. I was getting some buzzing, but I wasn't getting no radio. So I got thinking, and I remembered when I was working on this old farm radio, it has the same kind of speaker setup, and it escapes me what kind it is, but what it's actually called. But what it does not have magnets. I do know that. And it has a coil right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's a coil. And the music or whatever goes through these prongs. One side of this is the coil, and the other two prongs are to the speaker. So I guess juice goes through here, and it goes around that coil, and what it does, it makes that coil. I got something. I'm sorry, guys. Let me pause this a minute. Sorry about that, guys. I think some of this dust got in my nose or down my throat. It was a tickle, and a trying to make me cough. But anyway, what I was saying, these two prongs over here go to the coil. These two go to the speaker. The two that goes to the coil, there's electrons that go around through there, which makes that coil in a magnet, and that's what magnetized the speaker so that the sound can come out. So that's why I was having problems not being able to use the signal generator, which that's what I'm thinking. Because I couldn't get any signal playing through it. And I thought, I was like, well, I don't know why the radio ain't working. Everything seems, the voltages was good and everything. Which that's another good thing, guys. My VTV meter, it decided to work. I changed the ultraletic. I put a brand new ultraletic in it here about 2 months ago. Thought for sure that would fix it, because it was real wonky. It would like work for a minute and then it would go crazy. Well, I put a new ultraletic in it. Thought for sure that would fix it, and it's still done the same thing. Well, yeah, Sunday when I was working on this, I don't know what made me do it. I just grabbed it off the shelf and used it. Works perfect. I guess the elves came in here and fixed it for me, or the fairies, one. But I am happy. I'm glad that works. So, back to what I was saying. The signal tracer would not pick up no signal. So, I was like, well, that's a bummer. I thought the radio was still broke. So, I kept going through, and I thought, well, I don't know. Because I looked at everything again. All the voltages seemed to be okay. And then it dawned on me. I was like, the SPARM set, I remember I couldn't get a signal through it either until I hooked the speaker up. So, I'm so sorry, guys. Something's trying to make me cough in here. So, guys, you got to I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe you got to have this plugged into that speaker before you can get a signal. I think that's the way this is set up. I don't think you can hear anything with the signal tracer until that's hooked up. Don't hold me to that, because I'm not 100% sure. But I could not get it to do anything. So sure enough, I hooked that into it, and we got some music. So she's up playing. This is the tube here we had changed. That was the one that was blowed out. So I powered this up last night, and I was listening to it for a while. Nothing got super hot, but we did have an odd odor when I hooked the speaker up. So it does concern me a little bit. So that was at 110 volts. When I backed it off to about 75 volts, we was fine. So that's probably where I'm going to keep it at tonight, is 75 volts. I'm not going to crank it all up, so it's not going to be as loud as it would be if I turned it up to 110. But it still does pretty good at 70 volts. I am so sorry coughing on you guys like this. I'm going to have to make another order at Just Radios and order me some of them ultraletics, because I don't have the right ones. I've got 20 microfarads in all slots. I think all but this one. What was this one? Let me see here, guys. I forget. Yeah, that's 16. So yeah, I've got 20 micrograms, or microfarads in each one of these, and that's way too high, because these two small ones are only. This one's an 8 microfarad, and I think this one is 2. Yeah. So I've got to definitely order 2 8 microfarads at 450 volts. But like I said, I got 3 20s in it right now. But I think that's be all right, as long to do this video and stuff. I'm not going to be set and let it play super long time with those real high ultraletics and everything like that. But I'm getting to the point. I almost want to make 100% sure the radios are going to work before I order parts, because these parts ain't cheap. And I think I've done 1 or 2 radios that right now that haven't been able to fix. One of them was the German radio, which I haven't gave up on it yet. I'm still looking for a good transformer to put in it. I believe, guys, I really believe we get a transformer for this. I believe it's going to be fine. Because I've went through it all and looked at everything. Everything looks, I mean, it's dusty, but as far as connections, everything looks good. So I even took this off here. There goes my grill cloth. I even took this off and it looks good underneath here too. I'm off subject though. So let's get over here. I'll power this up. And what I'm wanting to test for you guys, before we go any further, I want to sit down. I've got a thing of light bulbs. And I want to see if we can get these lights work. That's the only thing that right now don't work on this. And I try to take voltages off of it. But it's like the voltages are odd because it really ain't showing no voltage, but at the same time it's just weird. And when I tested on the VTV meter, the needle went backwards. So I don't know if this is B minus. I don't know if these are on a B minus current. I don't know. I'm confused. So I don't understand why the light bulbs ain't working. So we're just going to try a few that I know it work. So that's where we're starting right now. So grab y'all a Coke and a good bag of chips and sit down, kick off your shoes, and kind of watch me goof off here for a few minutes. Alright guys, right before we get going on checking those light bulbs, I just wanted to tell you guys, this has came, I love this thing. I've been using this more and more than I thought I would. And it's really nice to check on your tubes. That one's 62. 58. That one usually ain't that worn. 55. They're running a little bit warmer than what they were yesterday. Still cool to the touch. Let me see. 68. 62. I know this ain't the way you probably should test your stuff. But when you don't have all the knowledge, and you know what pin to check, whatever, and make sure voltages, you can kind of tell on the heat. You know what I mean? So this is kind of my cheat sheet. I just kind of, every once in a while go around and check them, make sure nothing's going up crazy. But I thought I'd just show you that. But alrighty, I'll get ready to put you up on the sky view. And well, I probably need to get y'all down here because we're going to be testing them light bulbs. And they're in there. I don't know if you can see them. They're hiding in there. Right here. So, let me figure out how to set y'all up so y'all can watch too. Alrighty, guys. I think y'all can see from there. Alright. What I'm going to try, I got a bunch of different bulbs here. Which y'all see. Y'all zoomed in, so I don't know how. All different types here. So, here's one that might work. So, I'm just going to try them, see what we can do. I really don't understand why lights ain't working. Only thing I can figure what it could be is it could be where I don't have the right cap in it, ultraletic. I mean, because that would do it. Because I believe that runs. I believe the lights run on DC. I think all of this, I think the way the transformer works is AC goes through, and then somehow goes to the transformer, and the transformer somehow powers through these ultraletics, turns AC into like a DC to stabilize it. With the three in parallel like these are, it's taking a lot. And my thing finally set. I noticed you gotta take time and let it go all the way over, and then drop back. And once it drops back, it's ready. I didn't know that. But anyway, I'm sorry guys, I keep on drifting off somewhere else. But it could be where the ultraletics aren't right. So I just turned our voltage up. Everything looks right. Everything's looking good. No shorts or nothing. Do a little test with the tester here. The resurrection tube is 80. 41s are around 70. So we're looking good. So I'm gonna try this one bulb here. This one here, guys. We'll try it first. But I don't think it's the bulb. Because I've tried 4 of them that I've had. Who knows? Let's try it. That's the only way we're going to find out. This one ain't really wanting to fit. Yeah. Yeah, not working. Which also, I know sometimes they gotta be inside that little thing to ground yourself. So hold on, let me ground it to the radio. I keep forgetting that part. Let me see if I can get it up in here. Yeah, we got light. Well, hecky darn. That's what it was. There's one of them, guys. Man, this is getting better and better. Let me see if I can get the other one. Getting it out is going to be the tricky part. So I guess these ultraletics here were so bad that they shorted out the lights in the little radio. Let me see if I can get this one out. Really don't want to use anything metal like that. Let me get some rubber handles. Just in case. Which I don't want that. Let me see if I just pull it out. Why don't we do this? We'll just turn the juice off. That would probably make more sense. And unplug it for a minute. Now let's try it. Because I actually felt a little juice there by the tuning capacitor. And this thing's right by the tuning capacitor. There we go. We got it out. But I don't know how in the world we're going to get it back in there. Need my glasses. Let me see if we got another one of those. My where I got all these little light bulbs. Our next door neighbor, which him and his wife already left this old world, but he used to work at a radio shop. So that's where how my dad got all these assortment of light bulbs. From all different types of There's an old Christmas bulb. Let's see, guys. Let me see. Here's one. We'll see that this one works. I'm sure they would. I wouldn't see him putting in anything bad in any supply. Man, they made this almost difficult, impossible to put in. They go in at an angle. Oh, come on. May have to take his tube out. Yeah. That made it a lot easier. Now, plug it up. See what she does. And we have light, guys. Look at that. We have light. Y'all see it? Still have that one. Yeah, you see it. Cool deal. It's alive. It's alive. All right. Turn my meter off. You don't need me on right now. And it kind of looked like it was trying to do something wonky again. Every time I bragged on it, that's what happened. Alrighty, that makes me happy, guys. That's one thing I like about. Let's throw these old ones away. That one's bad. That way they don't get mixed in with the good ones. I don't know where that other one went. I'll find it, throw it away. Make sure everything's on. Everything's on. Alright. Set them over here for a side. So we've got we have our lights working. So what we got to do now, guys, is we got to get this speaker out. Oh, I should take it. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry about that. I didn't take my trash out. I didn't mean to film that. Just don't pay no attention to that big can of garbage here. Shoot. Alright, yeah, I just paused the thing and I got looking, guys. Since we put the light bulbs, we'll have to rewind this video. I'll have to look at it when I'm editing. But I think these tubes drop temperature since I got them bulbs working. Let's see. This front one's 78, 71, 69 on 69 and 78. 58 for that one back here. 64 in the middle. 58. 59. And 59. Let's check the transformer. It's running about 57 degrees. Let's check my variac. I always like checking on it too. 52 degrees. Check the bulb. Dim bulb. 56. I don't know. I think those bulbs actually made it run cooler, which that's good. So before I showed you all my garbage, we was going to talk about this speaker. I'm going to have to get a mask on for sure, and we'll have to dust in here, but let's go ahead and get this speaker out. Let me get you all set up back up here on the table. Alrighty. So let's take his speaker out. Did I show you all that new tube box? I can't remember. I'll show you again. Ain't that? I just think that's the neatest. I love the old graphics back in the day. Pretty neat. This says Philco radio and television, which on the back of this radio, I'll have to show you all later. But it says something about television on the back, which has got me stumped. I don't know if this was like a radio that sat on top of it, had like a TV or some kind of attachment or something, because it says on the back phono and television, but there's no, like, you think if you saw that you would see like a plug, so you can plug your phono, your record player up, or run your TV through it, but there's no hookups. That's why I think it's odd. But yeah, it says phono and television. Television. Alright, let's get the speaker up, guys. Alright, there's the speaker. Wow. Well, it looks like, as old Vice Grip Garage says, looks like I've been here already before. Look at that black tape. Somebody taped it up, didn't they? I don't know what that is. That is pretty dirty. Pretty dirty. Yes, it is. It's got a little hole. I've been meaning to get some rubber cement, contact cement glue, but I just haven't. But there's that magnet, guys, I was telling y'all about. That's the coil. And when electrons go through it, it turns that to a magnet. This is before they had magnet speakers. So I don't see no name of anything on it. Some of the videos I watch of these guys, they pull out these speakers and most of the radios they work on, they got like a name on them, but pretty much all the radios I have, they're all look kind of cheap like this. And only have like a number. But yeah, I think this has a spider in it. I'm not for sure. Maybe not. No. Nope. This one probably older than that type. Well, I don't know. I think they made spider coils too in the 30s. Not for sure, but they're really neat looking too. If you never saw one, if you're interested, you can look them up. Speaker with a spider. But yeah, we need to clean that up. I probably showed y'all a little bit too long there. Sorry. I just couldn't get. I was amazed at how bad it is. So let's set this over here and let's plug this up, guys, and let's see before we get cleaning. Let's set this aside. Let's see if this thing's going to play. Get y'all back in focus, y'all can see, can't you? Maybe bring you in a little bit. All right. Let's see. What I'll do, I'll turn down the juice one more time. Plug this in. Plug her in here. It only goes one way. You gotta be easy with these old wires. Sit down here for a minute. It fell right in that time. All right. Is it in? All right, it's in. juice. Let's see what it does. Well, hold on, guys. Let me see what's going on with it. I hear static. Alright, guys. I had the antenna hooked to the wrong thing, but she's playing.
I'm trying to wrap my mind around, like, what more can Zach Wilson show them? Because he's had 3 years to showcase his talents and show that he can. Right?
You missed it. Each and every night about this time, you missed on anything.
Can't get that knob on.
But outside the world of sports, but it's always called, they may not be the top stories of the day.
In other news,
So we've got to figure out how to fix the... I've got to work on the tuning capacitor because it only wants to come up so far.
Anymore. At number 10, 4th and Oregon. That made Harry laugh out loud. At number 9,
I want to turn it way down because turn it down to about 75 volts. Still, I need a little bit more than that because I need to really fix those ultraletics. So what I was saying, guys, what I need to do is I'm going to oil this tuning capacitor a little bit and try to get it to go all the way up. And then we'll clean on the box and put her back in her house. And I'll leave it kind of, it's easy to come out, so whenever I get the ultraletics, I can put it in. So let's shut her down because I don't want to run them ultraletics no longer than I have to. Let's shut her down. Alright. Unplug it. Now, unfortunately, this one's missing one knob. So these are off the Westinghouse. But yeah, well, there is one knob missing from this set. And I still haven't found the little spring for this one. I forgot about that. I'll have to search the shed over, try to find that other. I have the push button, but I've lost this little piece. So I've got to look for that. So, alright guys, give me a second and I'll get you up on Skyview and we'll see what we could do with that tuning capacitor. See if we can get it, because see, it stops right there. Here we go down. And it stops. And also, it don't have a pointer. The string goes here. And the pointer, it's long gone. So, I don't know. Maybe we could figure something out on that too. So, alright. Give me a minute, guys. I'll get you up on Skyview. Alright, guys. We're back. So, I was sitting here while I had the video pause thinking, I really need to find a schematic, or not a schematic, but a chart showing how that pointer goes on, because it runs right here on these little wheels here. It's got a wheel here and a wheel here. It goes around this, I know that, but somehow it's supposed to connect to the other little pulley too. So I'm not really for sure how that's going to work. So what I'm going to do, because I got order new capacitors anyway, I'm just going to go ahead, we'll go ahead and we'll oil up the tuning capacitor and try to get it to, you know, turn all the way, get all the stations in, and then I'll be on the lookout and search the internet and figure out the diagram, how that goes. We'll make a separate video when the capacitors come in, and we'll replace those, and then when we do that, we'll just go ahead and we'll tackle that. But let's put a little oil on that tuning capacitor and see if we can get that to work a little bit better. Right here in the front is the bearings. I don't think, no, it don't. I was thinking it may have bearings in the back, but I don't believe it does. But it does have some little ball bearings up here in front. We'll just put a little oil everywhere. Put it back here. Put it back right here. My head's probably right in the way. I'm sorry, guys. We'll just oil her up. I just don't want to go. Oh, I almost did. I think it's set. Oh, where it's set so long in that one spot, it's got like a flat spot on it. She's trying. There she goes. Almost. She's getting a little bit better. Almost. There she goes. Put a little bit more right here on this ball bearing. These ball bearings. It's hard to tell how long she's been setting. Boom, there she is. Oh, you can do it there. I think that's what we'll do. We'll just wait till we get us new the exact microfarad capacitors. We'll get those ordered, And then when, like I said, when those come in, we'll do some work here and get us a little pointer put on, and figure out how we run the dial string. Because we got a lot to do still. Alright, that's a lot better. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll take this. We'll go ahead and take the radio off the workbench for now. Take a speaker loose. We'll set that aside because that's very brittle. It'll fall apart on us if we're not careful. Turn to dust. Set it up around the way. There's the other knob. Stick it on there. I'm going to try, that's another thing, when I order capacitors, I'll try to look on and see if we can find us another knob. At least something to halfway match it, because that's nowhere close. Let's set this aside here, and we're going to bring the cabinet up here. Alright, we got our cabinet. Let me get this set in the floor so it don't fall. The radio don't fall. Alright. What I need to do is put some gloves on. And we're going to have to try to sweep this thing out. Get some of this dust out. I need my dust mask too. Get my dust, because you don't, guys, if you get one of these and you're trying to work on it and stuff, and it's as dirty as this thing is, just try to wear your dust mask stuff and try to keep it off your hands as much as possible, because God only knows what's on these. It's hard telling what in the world, virus and or just anything living in there. So I got a little broom here. We're going to try to sweep it and try not to make too much dust. But I'm going to try to sweep down in there. I'm trying to get over here so y'all can see too. I'm just going to sweep. Try to sweep it all over here on that old grill cloth, because I'm taking it out. Gosh. Let's step back, and I'm glad I got that dust mask on. Woo. Open this door a little bit. Let some of that go out. Oh, I probably should have wetted that down a little bit. Let's wet that down a little bit. I should have sprayed that just a little bit with something. That way it wouldn't have been so bad. There. Yeah, we just sweep. It's like everywhere. It stuff went over my lamp. Yeah, if y'all do go to clean and you never done anything like that, it does work a little bit better if you kind of put a little mist it down with something. It'll keep the dust down. Alright, now what we're going to do, guys, is let's take this old grill cloth out. Looks like some lady's old nightgown. There we go. There's the old grill cloth that somebody made. It looks like an old pillowcase. Throw that in the garbage. Shut my door back, letting the heat out. And I'm about out of my Murphy oil soap. I thought I had more than that. We'll spray it. That stinks. We'll add a little water to it. Maybe we'll get a little bit more out of it. Add some water to it here. I forgot to stop after work and buy some. I knew I was low. I love this stuff for wood work. Anything you got wood in your house, this stuff is awesome. If you ever knew about it, Murphy oil soap. It smells so good too. So let's spray it and get the spray. There we go. Let's make sure we got all electrical stuff unplugged. Actually, oh, hit the wrong switch. All right, everything's unplugged. We'll just spray this inside real good. Try not to get that sticker too wet, which I think is a little too late. I didn't realize that I put a good spray on it. Now let's get down here on the bottom real good. This has a loop antenna in it. I don't know if you can see this or not, but it goes all the way around. A big thick piece. I think that's called bus wire. Try to get quite a bit on that bottom. It was filthy. It's like it's set in the mud or something. Or not the mud, but definitely dirt. Just can't get enough right here where I want it. This wood's so dry, it's literally sucking this water up. Alright, now let's get something to clean it with. Am I out of clean rags? Thing's gonna roll off on me. Hold on, guys. Let me pause ya. Alright, you guys, I'm back. I got some paper towels here to clean this thing with. So, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this up and everything, and I'll be back. I would film more of it, but I won't have enough room on my memory card to download it, to download this video. So I've got to cut a little bit short on this, but you're not missing anything. I'm just going to clean it all down, which I about got that done. I'll clean up in here. Just try to get get all that nasty stuff out. That's what I'm wanting out. Okay. Dump it. Well, there's some stuff we'll dump out. Alright, so now what we'll do is we'll go over the cabinet. So I'll go ahead and we'll film that. We'll clean on this. We got to try to get this off. So what I'm going to do, we're going to put some of this cleaner on this Murphy oil. If I can get it to come out. Just like get a good wet coat. And we're going to take this 321U blue, or 600 I should say. We're going to take some 600 sandpaper And we're going to try to get that, whatever that is, off. And go with the grain. And I really need to cover that up. I don't want my variac. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and pause because I'm going to have to do this on the floor because I don't want to get anything up here wet. So I'm going to put this down the floor. I'm going to go over this with 600 and give it a good cleaning. And once I get done, I'll be back. Alrighty guys, I'm back. Now I got this nice and sanded. Not sanded, but I took at 600. I went over. I got all the cigarette glaze, everything off of it. Whatever was stuck here in the middle, we got that off of that. That's no longer there. So we know that this old radio, it's old and it has really been used, and that's what it was built for. So we know it's not going to look 100%. And I'm just trying to patch, doctor her up and make her look a little pretty, and put a little lipstick on her. So that's what I'm going to do, because some of the, like I showed earlier, some of the plastics are cracked and stuff, and that's stuff I can't replace. And she is missing a knob, but I mean we definitely can get it clean. I'm going to have to do a little bit more cleaning here in the grill. I see it's a little bit nasty there, so I'll do a little scrubbing. But I'm going to show you what this top's going to look like. Because like I said, I don't got a lot of memory on my memory card here. So we're going to do, we'll do this in this golden oak with Howard's Restore finish. And then the stripes we'll do it walnut. We'll see what that looks like. Get this cork out. There we go. Get the cork out. Get my gloves on. I hate the feeling of that stain on my hands. Let's see what it's going to look like here. Big difference, ain't they? Here's where I was worried, where I sanded, because I had to really sand this little area here. I don't know what that was. I thought it might have been wax, but it was really hard, almost like Bondo. I put a couple coats right there in the middle. Down to here. One good thing about this Howard's too, it don't take much. Go right here where the where that Philco is. Where the label, the logo. So that's what it's going to look like, guys. So off camera, I'll go ahead, I'll get the rest of all this all re-stained with Howard's Restore and finish. When I get that done, I'll be back. Alright guys, I've got all the Howard's Restore on it, and I don't think it did too awful bad. There's a little bit of shine, and it looks better than what it did, and it's slick. Now where I had the sand here, where that was, it kind of left a little place. But she's old. It's 1934, I think, when this old girl was put out. So, like I said, we knew it wasn't going to be looking perfect, but it does look a lot better. So, I want to show you guys the grill cloth I picked out. So, I think it's going to look pretty good. And it's this right here. And it's kind of got like a little bit of sparkle. It's really not picking up in the camera all that well. But it kind of, if you look across it, It's got a little flake to it. I think it's a pretty cool design. Looks like a old school. Because here's what this one looks like on this 1930s. It's kind of plain, but kind of looks a little bit like it. So I've got to get a little piece of that cut and get it in. And that's where we're at. And you all saw me. You've seen me put this in before, put grill cloths in. So like I said, I don't got a lot of memory on my cards. So I'll get that done, guys, and I'll be right back and show you what it looks like. Alrighty, guys, I got the grill cloth in. I think it looks pretty snazzy. I wish y'all could see that sparkle. It definitely has a nice little sparkle to it. I don't know why my phone's not picking it up, but anyway, it looks pretty snazzy. I like that. So all we gotta do now is I'll get the chassis put back in, and we'll get it all hooked back up and fire her back up, see what she does. Hopefully nothing broke in between the time that we've been doing all this. So give me a few more moments, guys, and I'll have that back in the chassis, or have the chassis back in its home. I'm getting tired. I shall return. I really wish that wasn't cracked, and I wish that wasn't broke. Alrighty, guys, I got it all back together. All I gotta do now is plug her back up on the variac. I mean, she looks alright. The old grill that goes around all of this, just, you know, where there's a tube radio that gets hot over time, and it warps it and cracks it, and that's what's going on with all this. It's just got hot over time. It's really, like I said earlier in this video, this radio sure has really, you know, been enjoyed. So let's power her up and see what she's going to do. And I think she looks 100% better. It don't look brand new, but it'll look good sitting somewhere, that's for sure. Alrighty, guys, I'll get her powered up on the variac, and I will be back, and we'll see what she does and finish the video. Alright, guys, I'm going to finish this video. Turn this light out, y'all can see. It's got pretty good little glow. I think it's all I could do. I don't know, when I got everything back in the box, for some reason, it don't want to pick up station. I don't know if it's where I oiled it or what. I get a little bit of a station, but it's just mumble jumble. I'll let you all hear it. And I can't turn it. It won't tune out of it. Now, if I go over here where I was earlier, I just get that static. So I don't know if it's where I oiled it. And I get some birdies every once in a while. So I don't know what the difference is outside the case or in the case. But a lot of it's in these old switches, because I still haven't found FM. But this is where we was playing AM earlier. And I just can't get anything. I can switch it back here again. On number 2, that's where we had it before. But I think it's in this push button thing. I really do. So, don't look like we're going to hear it play at the end of the video. Put it back over on that one. We was getting a little something on. So I don't know if oil did something when I oiled it, and it maybe a drip down on something. I don't know. These old radios got a mind of their own sometimes. I know that. But we did hear it work. We got the lights fixed. We cleaned her up. She's got a nice, pretty grill cloth and everything. So she should be happy. But, oh well. It is what it is, guys. Well, I hope you all have a great Tuesday. Well, actually, tomorrow's Wednesday. You all have a great Wednesday. And until next time, I can't even talk. I'm so tired. I've been out here all day. And until next time, guys, I will see you right here at Redneck Ways. Bye, guys.